As Isaac Asimov once said, science fiction writers foresee the inevitable, and although problems and catastrophes may be inevitable, solutions are not. Hello, you are watching Sci-Fi Source, and welcome back to the imaginative world of science fiction. Today, the topic at hand is spaceships from Stargate. More specifically, my top 5 picks for coolest spaceships from the Stargate franchise. For interest's sakes, this list will only include one ship per species, and will only include capital ships. Starting off at number 5, we have the Ancient City Ship. An ancient city ship is a city-sized spaceship constructed by the Ancients. The best-known ancient city ship is Atlantis, once the Ancients' capital in the Pegasus Galaxy, and the main setting for Stargate Atlantis. The Ancients abandoned Atlantis 10,000 years ago, due to Wraith attacks. The city resided at the bottom of the ocean on Lantia, until it is occupied by the Atlantis expedition from Earth in Rising. A city ship is a snowflake-shaped platform, dotted with buildings, with an internal volume comparable to every building in Manhattan. They are powered by 3 zero-point modules. The main defensive systems of the city ship are drone weapons and an all-encompassing shield. The massive ventral star drive allows city ships to launch into space and traverse galaxies via hyperspace. The city itself is not airtight, so its shield must be active during spaceflight to hold in the atmosphere. City ships carry a complement of smaller ships, dubbed puddle jumpers by John Shepard. The Atlantis expedition has discovered a multitude of advanced technologies on Atlantis, including long-range sensors, internal transporters, and sophisticated computer systems. Next, at number 4, we have Apophis Flagship. Apophis' mothership was a new type of mothership, built by Sokar, and used by Apophis as a flagship for his fleet. First seen after Apophis took control of Sokar's forces, the vessel possessed many advantages over the standard Hatak. It was larger, possessed a faster hyperdrive, and superior shields, and had weapons which could incinerate a Hatak in 6 shots, bypassing its shields. The mothership's interior was very dark, with gloomy candlelit hallways and a somewhat shadowy peltac. This reflects the fact that it was originally Sokar's mothership, and was taken by Apophis when he took over Sokar's forces. This ship is by far one of the most advanced ships ever fielded by the Goa'uld, falling only behind Anubis' mothership, which is only more powerful with the aid of technology that could not have been developed if Anubis had not ascended. However, in my opinion, Apophis' mothership is the coolest looking Goa'uld ship to ever grace the small screen. Coming in at number 3, we have the Unidentified Spaceship from the episode Grace. The Unidentified Spaceship was a vessel encountered by the Prometheus in 2004. The race of aliens who built the ship remain unknown to this day. The vessel was a spaceship several times the size of the Prometheus. The ship's technology seemed to be superior to that of the Prometheus, as it was armed with high-yield energy weapons capable of depleting a 303 shields in a matter of minutes, about 33 shots, and destroying 4 incoming missiles before they can impact on their hull. The craft also possessed transporter technology. It is unknown if the ship possessed shields, as they were not seen because the ship's energy weapons were used to destroy incoming missiles. This could mean that the ship either has no shield, or they used their energy weapons to destroy the missiles as a show of power. Although we know very little about this ship, or about its creators, the ship has left a permanent imprint in the minds of most Stargate fans. Coming in next at number 2, we have the Bilisknir class Asgard mothership. The Bilisknir class, also known as an Asgard mothership, was a series of spaceships used by the Asgard at the height of their power. Bilisknir class motherships were the primary type of ship used by the Asgard. As with all Asgard warships, the Bilisknir class had a distinctive hammer shape, with wings by the side and a grayish hull. They were among the largest ships constructed, far greater in size than Tauri or Goa'uld capital ships. The sensors of these ships were quite accurate and capable of detecting movements within the vessel should intruders board the craft. This included a type of thermal sensor, which allowed for the detection of warm-blooded organisms moving about the ship in case the primary internal sensors were disabled. They possessed an automated medical system that allowed for the healing of injured crewmen. However, it was possible to tamper with the system, which was capable of killing an Asgard in the process. It included at least one medical stasis pod that can be used by the ship's Asgard commander in the event of a dire emergency. The ship also contained a phase generator, which emitted a subspace field which was deflected by certain systems in the ship. This in turn meant that the ship was incapable of tolerating an uncontrolled re-entry into a planet's atmosphere. Bilisknir-class vessels were powered by a series of 4 neutrino ion generators, which produced an engine output of a maximum of 1 billion Earth kilojoules. Although less advanced than the O'Neill class, this ship is, at least in my opinion, the most attractive starship ever fielded by the Asgard. Finally, at number 1, we have the BC-304 Daedalus class spaceship. Although referred to as the sister ship to the BC-303 Prometheus, the BC-304 differs significantly in its design and technology. While the Prometheus was originally built with reverse-engineered Goa'uld technology and salvaged equipment, the BC-304 incorporated Asgard technology in their original design. All BC-304s are equipped with Asgard shields, sensors, transporters, as well as intergalactic hyperdrive technology that allows the ship to make large intergalactic journeys in a matter of days. While the Asgard initially refused to install Asgard-designed weapons on the BC-304, Asgard plasma beam weapons were gifted to the Tauri in 2007 as part of a larger refit to the class. Earth's flagship, the Odyssey, was the first to receive these upgrades, followed by the Daedalus and Apollo shortly thereafter. Since 2007, these upgrades have been incorporated into the base design of all new BC-304s in production. Once upgraded with the Asgard plasma beam weapons, the BC-304 was more than a match for most ships in the Pegasus or Milky Way galaxies, being able to take out an Aurora-class battlecruiser in as little as 1 to 3 shots, and it is the only known weapon that has been known to take down an Ori mothership single-handedly. Well, that does it for this list. I hope you enjoyed this content. If you did, then be sure to leave me a like and consider subscribing. If you do end up subscribing, make sure you click that bell icon so you can be sure that you are staying up to date on everything we have to offer here. In any case, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.